I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You want to be a boss? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving this Billy Bentayga like I don't live my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. It's just big zombies that don't scrape business. Dunking on nigga head like Blake Griffin. You keep playing, bro, only your face missing. Hey, what's going on, man? Y'all know what's going on, man. This is Ty Fetty with the Fetty back at y'all in another video, man. Y'all know that song has been in my head for the last couple of days. If you go on TikTok, you know that joint banging. He got a hit, no cap. But before we get into this video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, bro. I'm gonna say it again, bro. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna say it one more. Matter of fact, like, comment, subscribe. Before I gotta beat you up, y'all know what's going on. We got the rise and fall of New York drill. I ain't gonna lie. New York drill mid now. That's just my opinion. See, I was around for the New York drill, like, before C-High passed away. Like, feel me? Before Naughty passed away. Like, I was, you feel me? When E-Dot was alive and when E-Dot and K-Flock was cool, I was around for that. When Dougie B just came home, I was tapped in like that. You feel me? Like, Jiggy Man this, Jiggy Man that. That New York drill. That's kind of washed up now. That's just my opinion. I don't really listen to it no more. It ain't really the same. Everybody locked up. A lot of people that passed away. It don't hit the same no more, bro. They just free D-Thing. His music ain't been here. I just think the wave is just done. They don't got the wave no more, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. They got to find a new sound. Find a new style. It's cool. That's just how I do. You got to adapt. But we got to tap in and see what's going on, man. Let's get it.
It's been nearly 2 years since I last reported on the New York drill scene.
Let's report it.
I done my last recap on it. The scene was looking real promising, with many artists on the wave getting hit with big deals and millions of views pretty much overnight. But in 2024, the scene is looking like it's in real danger,
no
with
cap.
most of the top artists either falling off or getting caught up in the streets. Today, we'll be getting into the rise and fall of New York drill. Before we get into this one, guys, I'm running another giveaway for a PS5.
Okay, we skipped that. I ain't no disrespect, King Nerd, but Kid Nerd, but we out of here. We ain't for that.
So as we all know, hip hop has been around for a while now. But in 2011, a new subgenre of hip hop hit the streets, straight from Chicago. And this genre will change the hip hop game forever. Teenagers from some of the most impoverished areas of Chicago would start dissing each other on dark trap styled beats, which created what we know now as drill music. Early pioneers of this wave being Chicago artists like Chief Keef, Little Durk and Little Jojo. And it wasn't long before this new sound started hitting different sides of America and even the world. New York was one of the first states to adopt this new sound in America. In 2012, a Bronx rapper called Polo Rell dropped which is believed to be the first drill song in New York when he released a single called Gucci Big Bank in the
I ain't never heard no Gucci Big Bank. I ain't never heard of no Polo Rail. But that joint do say 11 years ago. And if that song is a drill song, he probably was the first one to do it. I just never heard of no Polo Rail. That's just me, though. But you could tell this was 11 years ago because Polo Rail is crazy. That's like how we used to name ourselves on Facebook. I'm Polo Ty. Or like where I'm from back in the day, we used to wear Hugo Boss. It would be like Hugo Boss Ty or Tyler Hugo Boss, like something like, you feel me? Polo Rail is a Facebook name, no cap.
December of that year. He continued dropping tracks until 2016, but was eventually stopped in his tracks when he was caught in the biggest indictment in New York history. Polo Rail was a part of a gang called B&B, which operated on a road called White Plains in the Bronx, and they were into it with another gang 8 minutes away in a housing project called Eastchester Gardens. Both gangs were causing havoc on the streets and seemingly getting away with it. But what both groups didn't know was in the shadows, the NYPD was keeping records of everything that was going on. They had thousands of CCTV videos and multiple witness statements of situations between both of the gangs. And on April the 27th, 2016, 700 riot officers struck and arrested 120 members they believed to be behind both gangs, hitting them with a whole heap of different charges. The NYPD connected connected both gangs to 1,800 shots fired, 8 homicides, and countless drug and weapon offenses.
Damn.
Polo Row was seen as having an important role in the B&B gang and was sentenced to life with a possibility of parole in 55 years, ending his career and more importantly his freedom, taking down New York's first drill rapper. See, the differences between New York and Chicago is that New York don't play when it comes to crime. New York City is one of the most surveyed cities in the world. In most boroughs, you can't even turn a corner without being on CCTV. Chicago is the second most policed city in America, only beaten by one city, NYC, which has more than 3 times the amount of officers patrolling its streets. And it will become clear by the end of this video why New York drill artists don't last that long on the streets. In 2014, a fresh rapper from New York was taking the world by storm. On August the 1st, 2014, a Brooklyn rapper named Bobby Shmurda dropped the biggest rap single to come out of that year, called Hot Boy. Bobby Shmurda literally came out
called Hot Boy. Nah, nigga, it's called Hot Nigga. But I appreciate you not saying that word. But y'all know it, Hot Nigga. About a week ago. Fuck with us, you know we twiggle. Y'all know what's going on.
Of nowhere, creating one of the first viral dances to hit social media, the Shmurda dance. At the time, everyone was doing the Shmurda dance all over Instagram and a platform that was buzzing at the time called Vine, catching the attention of new fans everywhere and unfortunately the police. See, what a lot of new fans didn't know at the time, Bobby Shmurda's breakout song Hot Boy had quite a lot of self-incriminating lyrics. Bobby Shmurda was part of a gang in Brooklyn called GS9, and when Hot Boy was released, Bobby and his gang was already being investigated heavily by the NYPD for a string of charges from selling drugs to murder. And after Bobby started going up in music, the NYPD labeled him as the boss of the gang. Only 4 months after he dropped his hit single, Shmurda and 14 other members of GS9 were all arrested inside a Manhattan recording studio and charged with 69 counts of criminal charges, resulting in Bobby taking a 7-year plea deal. At this point, it was looking like the New York music scene was cursed. Bobby was New York's first breakout artist for a very long time, at a time where other cities like Atlanta was producing star after star. But soon, a new wave of drill music was about to take over the scene and change New York rap forever. In 2016, the UK drill scene was on fire. Groups like Sit 7 and Harlem Spartans were at their peak of gaining international attention, literally transforming the drill sound worldwide. New York was one of the first places outside of London to adapt to this new style. In the summer of 2016, a Brooklyn rapper called 22G's was one of the first New York artists to jump on the UK drill beat in a song called Blicky, but he really started making some noise in New York when he dropped the song called Suburban. After this track, more and more Brooklyn artists started emerging, all adopting UK drill type beats. In 2017, a rival drill rapper to 22G's called Chef G dropped a response track to 22G's song Suburban, naming it No Suburban, creating a big rivalry between both artists.
I will say this, that was a hit. I ain't gonna lie to you. One of the first rappers in New York that I genuinely listened for their music was Chef G. I swear to God. Before that, I'm still not a fan of 22G's. There's nobody before him even Bobby Shmurda. We knew a couple songs, but it was never I'm looking Chef G was probably my first New York rapper. When is he gonna drop again? Straight up, the Chef G's. The melody with the wordplay with the meaning behind, man. Chef G's had a recipe for success, bruh. No cap. To me, that's my opinion.
The start of this new wave, pretty much making them the faces of New York drill at the time. But it wouldn't be long before a new up-and-coming drill rapper would take Brooklyn drill to the world stage. The rapper being an artist called Pop Smoke. He really started showing some star potential when he dropped his first hit called Flexin', which was enough for Republic Records to sign him only a few months after that release. A month after signing his deal, he really proved that he wasn't no regular drill rapper when he released one of his biggest hits till this day, Welcome to the Party. The song was a commercial success, shining a massive spotlight on him and the whole Brooklyn drill wave. Other Brooklyn artists like Fivio Foreign and Busy Banks dropped big tracks soon after, cementing Brooklyn drill as one of the biggest music movements coming out of 2019. But it wouldn't be long until the whole scene would crash to its knees. 2020 was a terrible year for Brooklyn drill. Off the back of the previous year's success, fans were predicting New York drill to keep stepping it up. Little did people know, the whole scene would pretty much be crushed before it could even grow. At the start of 2020, Pop Smoke was on the top of the world. He was networking with the biggest rappers in America while selling out shows worldwide. But unfortunately, Pop Smoke would be stopped before he could reach his full potential. In mid-February of 2020, Pop and his childhood friend Mike D flew from New York to California and rented out a property in Beverly Hills. But while enjoying his time on the other side of the country, Pop may have got a bit too comfortable. Throughout his stay in Cali, the pair made several social media posts showing off their trip, posting the views of where they were staying and the white Range Rover they were driving. But where Pop Smoke really messed up was when he posted a video of some designer shopping he got delivered to the property, which showed the address of where he was staying. 4 gang members who didn't live too far from the area caught wind of where Pop Smoke was staying at. They then proceeded to run up in the property with masks, looking to rob anything on sight. When they got into the house, Pop was in the shower so they didn't notice at first. But when one of the robbers eventually found the rapper, they ended up getting into an altercation, leading to Pop Smoke being shot 3 times in the back, with one of the shots being fatal. Pop Smoke's death not only affected New York, but hip-hop as a whole. Pop was only rapping for less than 2 years, and the impact he made on the Brooklyn drill scene was undoubtedly unmatched. Brooklyn drill would never really recover from his loss, and stuff was only gonna get worse for the borough. In May of the same year, another Brooklyn drill rapper and close friend to 22 G's, called Nick Blicky, was shot 7 times and later died to his injuries. In the same month, another smaller Brooklyn rapper would also face the same demise, after an artist called KG Balla was shot and killed in a drive-by. One rapper that was also making noise at the time was a Brooklyn artist named Casanova. He was becoming a well-talked-about rapper, mainly due to his actions off the mic, with many dramas and feuds with other rappers in the game. But in the end of 2020, Casanova and members of his Gorilla Stone Bloods gang were all caught up on a RICO case, which eventually resulted in Casanova being sentenced to 16 years in 2023. Unfortunately, one of the last standing big rappers on the Brooklyn drill scene would also meet the same fate a month later. In 2020, after dropping 2 big albums, Sheff G was proven to be at the top of the game and was looking likely to be the next big prospect. But in early 2021, Sheff G got booked for possession of a gun, which landed him a 2-year sentence. He was looking to get released in 2023 and make a big comeback on the declining scene. Unfortunately, the feds had a different idea, because not long before he was scheduled to be released, Sheff G was hit with an 140 count indictment, which accuses the rapper of orchestrating multiple shootings and other acts of violence on rival gang members. If you couldn't tell already, New York don't play when it comes to gang activity. Next to nothing really goes past them. They'll normally wait to build up the perfect case on the gang and hit them with a RICO, which in history has a 98% prosecution rate. If you don't know what a RICO is, to put it simply, it's basically a federal charge that targets an organization or group that has committed multiple normal crimes either within the group or for that group. RICO charges were originally introduced in the 1970s in an attempt to combat the Italian mafia, which were operating in New York and getting away with a lot of crime due to high levels of organization within the mafia families. But today it's used for all types of situations, like fraudulent businesses and of course to take down gangs. By 2021, Brooklyn drill was just a shell of what it was a couple years back, but soon the next phase of drill would take place and arguably make more noise than ever before. Right in the same place hip hop started, the Bronx. Teenagers from the Bronx started rapping on sampled beats with a lot of energy and very disrespectful lyrics. Some of the first to do it was part of a large gang in the south of Bronx called the YGs. YG rappers like Spaz Drilly and a few rappers coming from a housing complex called the River Park Towers started this new and exciting drill sound in 2019. Opposite opposition gangs in the Bronx like DOA and OGs also jumped on the wave not too long after. The Bronx drill scene really started gaining a lot of attention all over social media, just due to how different it was. The start of the scene was literally just low production music videos, with rappers dancing around and having fun, while dissing each other very disrespectfully, while the top Brooklyn drill artist in his time was more focused on rapping about their lifestyles while throwing the odd diss to their ops. This new Bronx drill scene was straight up focused on dissing. Two rappers who led the movement was a YG rapper called D-Fang and the DOA rapper called K-Flock. And what made it so interesting that both of these rappers weren't just rivals, they were also cousins. In late 2020 and 2021, the whole of the Bronx was looking like one big playground. Rappers were literally live streaming, spinning each other's blocks, while rival rappers were going on Instagram live dissing each other. And all of this was attracting big attention to the borough, which was reflecting on their views on tracks. But once again, this would all come crashing down. Violent crime was on a sharp increase in the Bronx, and as we could all probably guess by now, the NYPD wasn't gonna let this continue to get worse. And one by one, most big rappers were taken down. On December the 24th, after signing a record deal rumored to be worth 7 figures, the big star of the scene, K-Flock, was arrested and charged for the murder of a man in Harlem. A couple big indictments on the YGs also took out a lot of big rappers from that side like Lee Drilly and D-Fang. A lot of other popping rappers at the time like PJ Glizzy, Nazi BK and CJ Goon to name.
Like, this is just like, people he naming is who I was around for when Bronx drill really took off. Like, I vividly remember PJ Glizzy being on live every day. Feel me? Bro, PJ Glizzy been locked damn near 3 years now. Feel me? Like, T-Dot, B-Dot. Bro, I remember I remember when Nazi was alive. Like, I was around that. Like, bro, Bronx drill was that shit. That shit was lit. I can't lie, it was lit. They had everybody wanting to get sturdy. If you wasn't getting sturdy, you was not nothing. I'm telling you, if you couldn't play no music and get sturdy, you need to just go to sleep for the rest of the day. I swear, bro, the Bronx drill was lit, bro. And I seen the Brooklyn drill, but Bronx drill is no comparison. It was so many more rappers in the Bronx who were lit than in Brooklyn, bro. Like, bro, Bronx drill that shit was special, bro. I can't lie. Like, a lot of people say, bro, it sucks. Bro, that shit was special, bro. It was a lot of good songs. It was a lot of good disses. A lot of good dances, man. A lot of them even behind bars or passed away, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Like, it really did a complete 180, bro. Just like that, though. Like, they just start dropping like flies and not necessarily passing away, but like getting locked up, bro. Catching cases, bro. Lee Drilly, like Final Destination. Like, I really know what I'm talking about. Locked. D-Thang been locked. He just got home. Feel me? K-Flock locked. Feel me? Like, that shit crazy.
Mafia were hit with some serious charges also, leaving only a few big rappers to carry the scene. But this also left a big audience for new and lesser known rappers to fill. Two rival groups coming out of Manhattan called the OYs and the Sweepers started taking off after all of this. But recently, with two of the biggest rappers of the Sweepers, called S.Go and Nazi, being hit with some attempted murder charges, and with multiple OY rappers either now dead or locked up, it seems like history might be repeating itself again. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Shit crazy, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. It's like, damn, I don't know, like, it's hard to say, bro. Just stop rapping about what y'all doing or stop doing what y'all doing, but, bro, that's what's making their music good, bro. They rapping their life, you with me? They rapping about what they really go through, what they really done did, bro. Who's to say if he ain't never go do this or he ain't never go do that, they music would be good, because they'll either be lying or they wouldn't know how to rap it because they never been in that situation, bro. It's a messed up situation. Now, granted, you know what you sign up for, or you should know what you sign up for when you hop out there, but it's like, damn, shawty, like, damn, maybe I'm not on that no more, bro. Maybe that was a year ago when I was dead broke trying to eat. Now I'm good. I'm signed. I'm da-da-da-da-da. But shit, y'all know how it go, man. Ain't no statute of limitations when it come to this, man. They gonna catch you. They gonna catch you. Period. Straight up. They coming. Pause. With that being said, man, it's Ty Fatty with the Fatty. Make sure y'all stay smart, bruh. Stay dangerous. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. I'm gone.